Norwich on Saturday. What are your thoughts ahead of the game?
6-pointer already, I would say. I think that they played very well in the last home game against Cardiff. Played particularly well. Irrespective of recent results, I was listening to the commentary on that game about how many chances they created and how many chances they missed in that particular game, and of course we have to make sure that we do frustrate them in that area again on Saturday, and of course if we can then take the game to them like we did against Swansea, and create the chances we created. This time we're going to make sure we be clinical and put it in the net.
With Norwich beneath you in the table, like you say, a 6-pointer already at this stage, would 3 points mean more to you beating Norwich than perhaps a team higher up, because it creates that gap between you and the bottom three?
Well, it's always been more important to me across the board for many, many years, because that's your games that if you play your best, you've got a really good chance of winning. Whereas you can play your best against the big boys, give all you've got, be very, very good, and still lose a game of football by the talent and the amount of money that they've spent. So I always focus on these are the bigger games for us. These are the games where you need to be at your best, and at your best will give you a better chance of winning than when you play one of the big boys. Well, Manchester City are capable of beating anybody in their form at the moment. We don't take anything about the Norwich defeat or the size of the defeat, because at the end of the day you saw Manchester City tear apart a Champions League side in midweek, or certainly I did. I saw them tear apart Champions League's opponents that they could have easily won 7 or 8-2, never mind 5. So a loss is a loss. Yes, when it's a big defeat, at the end of the day, as a manager, and your mentality to your players is, it's still only 3 points that's gone, not more. You've lost 7-0, so you haven't lost 5 points or 4 points. You've still lost 3 points if you've only lost 1-0. Let's have the right reaction and let's come back fighting, and that's what I think we'll get on Saturday. We'll get Norwich City team that will go out and fight for everything they possibly can, particularly on their own ground and with their own crowd, to try and get them behind them and try and look for the result that we are all doing at the moment. And certainly at home, I think we're all finding it a little bit more difficult, apart from some of the top boys, to actually win at home this season.